I'm delighted. Reigate is the perfect place to organise a half marathon. We don't have one around anywhere close. I got fed up and tired of travelling to Brighton and up to London and out west and up north to do half marathons, and Reigate is such an iconic place with lots and lots of runners. It was perfect, and it's something I've dreamt about doing for a very, very long time. I fell in love with running myself about 10 years ago. And it completely changed my life. It's the most inspiring thing I've ever done, getting my first half marathon medal, and it's something I've really wanted to bring to Reigate for a long time. I live locally. I think it's absolutely perfect around here. It's beautiful. We've got a lot to show off and a lot to be proud of in Reigate, and what a better place for a half marathon. Oh, the route, well, it's brilliant. It really shows off Reigate's assets. It's a lovely flat route mostly. There's one or two small little hills, but hills are good for you. But other than that, it's pretty flat. It's very scenic. It's a one loop half marathon. It comes out of Priory Park and we go up down into Woodhatch. And then we go down Lonesome Lane all the way to the bottom, which is really pretty and very scenic and very flat. And we come across then up towards Iron's Bottom and around the back, and then we come through some really pretty scenery out on the back half of Reigate, coming into Flanchford and around the back of the where the windmill is. Really pretty. And then we come back into the back half of the town and back for a grand finale in Priory Park in front of the big crowds. Runners of all abilities is what we're looking for. It doesn't matter whether you've never ran before or whether you're a 2-hour and 9-minute marathon runner like Ron Hill. We will happily take anybody. Running is so good for you mentally and physically. It is just such a liberating thing, and we want everybody that is even thinking about it to take part. It's a great thing to do. It's a wonderful challenge. I can promise you that the feeling at the end when you've run that run and you get that lovely medal put around your neck, there's nothing better. So we really want everybody to get involved. We are amazed at the support. It's just incredible. Everybody loves this idea. I'm just delighted with the reaction. I thought it would be a great reaction, but it's, we're blown away by the reaction, particularly from our friends at Reigate and Bannister Borough Council. When we went to them with the idea almost 2 years ago, we were just bowled over at their enthusiasm to get involved. They've wanted a mass participation sporting event in Reigate for a long time, and we were only too happy to deliver the idea to them. They've been hugely helpful and cooperative. Even today at our official launch in Reigate, they're out there on the streets handing out flyers. They're brilliant, great to work with, really supportive, and we're really lucky to have them on board. So the community's been brilliant. We've had a phenomenal reaction of runners signing up, and we just want more. Keep signing up. We want as many people to really show off the half in Reigate. Right away, there's been a great reaction all along. We're just amazed at the continued interest in the event. We've had, of course, some great spikes in the event after the London Marathon, for example. I think a lot of people were inspired, and especially as there's one locally now that they've all got really behind it. So it's growing. So numbers are brilliant. We're delighted, and keep coming. This event, we're really delighted to be working with some really important local charities. This event is all about community. It always has been. It's about getting people out and active and getting healthy and fit and getting into exercise. But at the same time, it's designed as an event to raise funds, much needed funds for local, really deserving charities. So we're working with the County Surrey and Sussex Air Ambulance. These people are amazing at what they do all day, every day, unsung heroes, all the time they're doing it. So we're also working with Reigate Samaritans. Very hard work that they do in the town, helping people all over the country who are having problems, and they are, again, unsung heroes. They don't get much funding, so they need all the financial help that we can give them. And lastly, this year we're delighted to be working with the Children's Trust as well. Again, a local charity doing amazing work for for children, particularly with brain injuries. And they're just up here up the road at Tadworth, and again, amazing work that they do. So really, really good. So they're the charities. Yeah, in fact we're encouraging all the local companies to get involved, and schools, we'll talk about them in a minute, but we're having a corporate challenge putting companies up against each other, local companies right across Surrey, not just in Reigate, but all across Surrey. We have a great trophy on offer for companies. You need to get a team in of a minimum of 10 runners, and what we're doing is putting companies up against each other. We want to find out who is the fastest, fittest, finest company in Surrey. So if you're up for challenging internally and externally, we want to know who the fastest company is around. So get your teams in. We only need 10 runners, and we'll take your fastest 10 runners. So your first 10 runners home, we'll average the times and work out who's the fastest and fittest. We're doing exactly the same thing for schools as well. So we want the local schools involved. We want your teachers, your parents, your headmasters and headmistresses and head teachers. We want everybody. Get them all involved. We also want to know who the schools are. Who's the fastest school in the area?
Oh, absolutely, couldn't be happier. We had an ambition to have a headline sponsor like Adidas, but never in a million years dreamed in the marathon, in the half marathon its first year, that we would attract somebody like that. We always had massive aspirations to eventually go to the bigger brands, but yeah, couldn't be happier that it's attracted such a great sponsor, and I think it's just going to do wonders for attracting more runners. And as the legacy builds year on year, watch out other brands. I'm sure they're going to be wanting to be part of it. Well, we wanted to make it a bit more than just a half marathon. We wanted to really be a real event of the day. So there's a lot of families in Reigate, there's a lot of people that like running, but actually probably don't take part themselves. So we wanted them to come down to sort of almost like not a festival. Well, yeah, it's a festival, having food and fitness and really healthy products, and really showing off Reigate and all the people that work in Reigate, and people can exhibit what they're selling. And we don't want any sort of burger vans and things like that. We want health and fitness. That's what we're trying to achieve, and the day hopefully it's just going to be just as important as the half marathon. Well, we hope so. Obviously, everyone, families, you've got the children, you need to keep them interested, so people sort of hang around. So we're going to have loads of different things on the day. We've got loads of ideas. I don't want to say too much now, but it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And the more children, the better down there. I think they'll really enjoy the day. Well, do you know what? It's changed. This has been such an evolving and different emotions. When we first decided to go and set this race up, I mean, you've already heard with Dave, the passion that drives through him and drives through us both. Is we were saying, well, we'll be happy with X amount of runners, but now, quite frankly, we want 5,000 runners, and I think we're going to achieve that. We've got a fantastic team of people helping us. It just couldn't be better, and so it's where we're going to be. Our ambition is to have 5,000 runners starting on that start line and finishing. So.